All right. Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Essential Oils and New Year's Resolutions class. This is a really fun one, and I put it on the schedule, honestly, not really knowing what route we were going to take with it. And then this morning, I got to work we're driving. We were driving from Kansas City, Missouri, all the way to Florida, where we're going to be spending 2 months in the state of Florida. And so I got some time between the kids crying in the back seat and needing snacks and needing a meal and needing a drink to map out this class. And I'm so excited about it. I'll tell you that as I started working on it, I was like, okay, I need this. Like, I need this class. So first of all, this is for me. Second of all, it's for you. If you want it, take what you want, leave what you don't. It's a buffet. And as always, I don't feel like in any way do I have all the answers. In fact, I feel like I'm just right along with everyone else, just like learning. So I'm joining you tonight from my mother's mother, her laundry room. I'm away from the kids in their house in Northwest Florida. And I'm just loving the nostalgia that comes with this time of year. All of the memories and emotions and hormones, my limbic system, my brain, the part of that is like fired up right now. And I think that's one of the most magical things about essential oils, and how I'm excited to kind of tie the two of these concepts together is that the part of our brain, the limbic system, holds the memory, emotion, hormones, regulation, temperature regulation. Like, I actually don't know if it does the temperature regulation, but I feel like I've heard that before. But I know it does hold the neurological connection between emotions, memory, and sense. And so when you smell something that reminds you of a time in your life, or I walk in and I smell my Mimi's vegetable soup, which is like my favorite meal in the entire world, and I get to smell that and experience that, my brain and the limbic system part of my brain is firing and going crazy because it remembers me at 5 years old eating that soup, 10 years old eating that soup. And so tonight we are going to, it's not on Facebook. Let me check on that real quick. And I'm going to actually share it into, let's see here. I'm going to share it into our education group too. Let me check on that real fast. You know what it is? And the reason why you can see it is just on only I can view it. I don't know if you guys have ever done that and posted something and it's on only you can view it, and then there we go. I fixed it though. It's live now. So let's go ahead and dive in and get started. You're going to need a pen and paper, and I hope this is just, I just really hope that this is helpful to you and encouraging to you. So let's start with ideal. So I want you to get ready in the comments. If you're watching on Facebook, get ready in the comments and type out your answer. If you'd rather not share publicly, then just write it down in a notebook. But I think it'd be kind of fun to have some back and forth interaction. If you're watching on Zoom, you can chat in the chat. All right, so here is the question, the magic question, the first prompt. If money was no object in 2021, I would definitely blank. What's the first thing that came to your mind? If money was no object in 2021, I would definitely what? Answer it. I can't wait to see some of these. I'm going to go ahead and ask the next question, and I'll go back through and read some of the comments. If failing was not possible in 2021, I would blank. If failing was not possible in 2021, I would blank. Next question. If time were no object, if I was not reserved in my time in 2021, I had unlimited time, I would blank. I'm going to read that again. If time were no object in 2021, I would blank. Next question. This one's a huge one. If self-discipline was completely unlimited for me, if I had unlimited self-discipline in 2021, I would blank. Did anyone else get really excited about that one? If energy were no object and I had unlimited amounts of energy in my life in 2021, I would blank. What comes up for you? What comes up? I'm going to see if anyone's commenting on Facebook. Okay, buy a house in full, travel, vacation. On Zoom, we have chat in, build my business on high gear. I'd be hosting gatherings all the time. I'd be running. I would work more. I would travel. I would eat less sugar and work out every day. I would exercise. I would spend all my time with my kids, would travel, wait to have kids, take more vacations, take my hubby to Alaska. You guys, these are all amazing. So I'm betting a lot of the travel came from if I had unlimited finances. I'm betting a lot of the spend time with friends and family would come with I had unlimited time. A lot of the diet and exercise related resolutions or goals or ideas or thoughts are probably coming from unlimited amounts of self-discipline. These are things that I like to think about when we're setting goals and we're starting out a new year. The first thing that my brain likes to do, and I don't know if you're this way too, but I'll come up with this, I'll have this first gut reaction to that kind of question. Like, okay, if I had unlimited amounts of self-discipline, I would put myself on a completely plant-based diet that had no sugar, no alcohol, no whatever it is, right? I would put myself on that diet and I would stick with it for the entire year and watch what would happen in a year. But then about 7 seconds after I had that thought, what happens is I immediately have a thought that's contradictory to that, which says, hey, I don't know if you can do that because maybe my brain comes up with reasons why in the past I haven't been able to do it. Maybe my brain comes up with reasons why in my life I'm not able to do it. Maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe it doesn't seem like I could do it. So that's okay. Just acknowledge yourself. You take a second to realize, hey, what did you think of at first? What did you almost type in but you didn't say? Where did your brain go after you had that idea? And acknowledge that, because we're going to come back to that. So which one of those things that I just asked stuck out the most to you? You can just answer this for yourself, or you can put it in the chat. Which one of those stuck out most to you? If money was no object, if failing was not possible, if time were no object, if self-discipline, if energy, not the question, but which answer that you came up with really stuck out to you, that if you really did this thing, it would literally be the best thing. Like it would solve a lot of your problems. It would take away a lot of your stresses. It would, whatever it is, think about that one thing. All right, now picture yourself on December 31st, 2021. It's a year and 3 days from today. And picture yourself having done that thing. You're done. You did it. You completed it for the entire year. Picture yourself how you look in the mirror. Picture yourself how you feel. Picture yourself, like every little detail about it. For me, I'm going to go ahead and go with the weight loss one, because statistically, that is what most people set goals around the new year. So let's say you've lost the weight. And if it's a different one for you, just transfer that, okay? Transfer that, like you've taken a trip, or you've spent more time with your kids, or whatever it is, okay? So I'm going to go with lost the weight. You're going to go with whichever one. It might be lost the weight, might not be. You've lost the weight. You've gotten so much stronger. You've saved the money. You've taken the trip. You've done it, okay? Now I want you to get in that energy right now and think about yourself on December 31st, 2021, and you're going to speak to yourself the now self, okay? You're going to write yourself a love letter. You're going to write your past self a love letter. You're going to write your past self a thank you note. And this thank you note is not just for accomplishing the goals, but we're going to get really, really specific. And we're going to thank ourselves for the actions that it took. So let's say that we went with the weight loss goal, right? Thank you for choosing that plant-based diet that you knew was the best for you. Maybe I'm not saying the plant-based diet is, no, I'm not claiming any diet is best for anyone. I'm saying this is what it would look like if you wrote a note to yourself and the plant-based diet was what you wanted to go for. Hey, thank you for choosing the plant-based diet, Bethany, of 2020. Thank you. Thank you for sticking with it when it got less fun. When you took a trip and you wanted to splurge on that thing, but you had already decided to yourself. Thank you for sticking with it when it got less fun. And thank you for avoiding those cookies at the baby shower that you decided you were going to avoid. And thank you for saying no to the treats at the office on Friday. And thank you for watching YouTube videos to get yourself excited and inspired to make amazing food at home on Fridays. Thank you. See what I'm doing here? I'm thanking myself, not just for the outcome, because I already felt what it looks like when I look in the mirror. I'm like, okay, I feel lighter. I feel more energetic. I'm popping out of bed. I can run around in the backyard with my kids without losing my breath. Like all of this is happening because I did the thing, but I'm going to thank myself for the action. Those actions that you come up with in this thank you note, these are all the details that you're going to build your habits around, that you're going to build your structure around. And I mean, seriously, I know that I'm going quickly through this because I value your time. And I know this is like a weird world where we're between the most popular holiday in the world and New Year's. And it's like, what day is it? What time is it? I'm going quickly. You can pause this if you're watching the replay, and you can, do this and write yourself a thank you note. But I'm going to move on. Include all the details and go until you feel a lump in your throat or you feel emotions arise for yourself. Go until you feel stuff happening in here, because that right there is you identifying how you feel. That's you identifying when you feel light, when you jump out of bed and you're so excited about how you can show up for your relationships in that way. You're excited when you're energetically running and you're not out of breath because you've been running and you just have your body's used to that and it feels good. You're excited to be able to connect with the people instead of obsessing about the food, right? You're confident and proud of yourself and how you're showing up in your relationships. Keep that energy, keep that thank you note, keep that reason, keep all of those feelings, because the feelings are what's going to carry us through into actually having a success. One of my favorite things to do when I'm working with people and changing habits and changing goals and writing stories and changing the way that we're actually we've been wired for however old we are, many years, to do something a certain way. When we're working on changing that, it's hard. You have to connect to a feeling, not just I want to, this, like, it can't just be words on a paper. It can't just be because someone told you to write the word at the letter SMART and mark out these goals and you did it to check off. It has to be an energetic change, or else it literally will not work. So keep that reason, tell people, share it, find someone on a similar journey, stay connected to that energetically. Now, we already talked about the fact that when you think of a goal and you get excited, within about 7 seconds, you're going to feel one of two things. Typically, again, when I'm working with people, they'll have one or two ways. Now, one set of people are going to feel this overwhelming surge of confidence and excitedness to climb this mountain. And they're excited because they know and they have a belief about themselves that they can achieve anything that they set their mind to. Like, they know that about themselves. They have confidence that they can set their mind to anything. And if that's you, I want to just give you a big hug and a big clap and say, congratulations, that's really the first step. But the other group of people is going to feel scared, and you're not behind if you're in this group. You're not on any part of your journey that you're not supposed to be. If you feel scared because maybe you fail at things you attempt, and all of a sudden you have feelings of, what if I fail again? What's going to make this thing different? What's going to make this time different? And you're scared to even try. I want you to know that you're here on this group of people for a reason. Okay. You're here because you're going to help people through their struggle when you conquer your own. And also remember, you're here in this part of your journey, just as like Thomas Edison was on his however many, like 800th light bulb. This is not, will you succeed or will you not? This is a part of your journey to your success. So remember that. But identify yourself. Are you in the group of people that believe that you can achieve anything you set your mind to, or do you feel scared because you usually fail in the things that you attempt? Your goals have got to include habits. They've got to include strong neurological patterns. And here's the thing. We have these tools. Grab your essential oil, whatever is closest to you. We have these tools and these essential oils that are literally able to help enable our brains to fire in different neurological patterns than they were. And so when you use essential oils with an intention, when I use this essential oil, my friend Abby made me this roller, and it's got like 1,000 different blends in it, and I couldn't tell you what they are, but I just know it smells magical. When I use this and my intention is clear with this scent, what I'm doing is giving my body a gift to be able to use this smell and the power of my limbic system to my brain to literally change the way that my neurons are firing. So while I've been living 27 years of my life with my neurons firing a certain pattern, which has worked until this point and gotten me to this point, I might want to change some of those things. So it's time to set an intention and use a tool like essential oils. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. It's time to create a get out of a rut plan. It's time to create hey, let's get excited about the things we love, excited about the process of what it's going to take to get to our goals plan. And essential oils are literally one of the most powerful tools that I have in order to do that for myself. And I also just recommend that we include accountability into this. So here's the top 10 resolutions and some fun essential oils and products in order to kind of just encourage this. So the number 10, so we're going to go 10 to 1 being the most common and 10 being the least common. Okay. The 10th highest. The 10th one is read more. People want to read more. A few things that I want to recommend for this is, if you're going to be reading more, your eyesight is going to be, potentially strained. And so there's a supplement called Illuminize that I recommend using. Illuminize is so fantastic for eyesight, and I really just recommend you have that and do some research about why it is so amazing. Also, if you are doing a read more, hey, check out this book. It's called Chemistry of Essential Oils Made Simple by Dr. David Stewart. It's absolutely amazing. Could not recommend it. Like, it's so highly recommended on my list because it is one of those books that is like, it's one of those books it's like, hey, make it simple. And then it's like actually this big. So just be aware. It can be acted more as a reference guide. Number 9, travel. People want to travel. So if you are traveling, specifically in the next few months, this is what I recommend you have. This little hand sanitizer. And I don't know why I made that noise. Makes no sense. I don't know why. Honestly, there's no rational reason. But this hand sanitizer is different than most hand sanitizers. I have it on my fanny pack. Okay. Got it. Yes, I have a fanny pack. I've been traveling all day. We traveled, 600 miles in the last day. So this hand sanitizer is, it has alcohol that's denatured with peppermint essential oil. And the reason why that's healthier is you can Google all about it, but it doesn't dry your hands out. It doesn't add toxins to your body. When you use it on your body, it actually supports your body instead of harms it, which is very important to me. Number 8 is people want to hang with friends. I'm going to recommend you use gathering oil. It's a really cool oil. It's a blend that's literally designed to encourage the feelings that you get when you gather with people. Love it. Number 7, people want to quit smoking. I have a little hack for you, a little tip and trick for this. If this is on your resolutions goal, get a fume pipe. It's called FUM, and I believe it's fumepipe.com. I'll have to check on that, but it's a fume pipe, and it is actually a wooden pipe, and inside it is a little cotton strand, and you can take that cotton out, and you put essential oil, and you breathe it in, almost like you're breathing in, a cigar or something like that. And you can infuse it with whichever essential oil. Now, a lot of people who are working to get over smoking say that they really love black pepper essential oil in their fume pipe. So I recommend black pepper for the fume pipe if you are wanting to quit smoking. Number 6, people want to save more money. Here's the best trick that I have found for that. It's this program called Subscribe and Save. And it's from Young Living. You can buy all your products, your home products, your deodorant, toothpaste, your, laundry detergent, your cleaner for your home, dare I say toothpaste, like all of that you can buy on this thing called Subscribe and Save. It used to be called Essential Rewards. And when you do that, they give you free points. That's how you can get your oil that you're going to tie to your intention, that you're going to tie to your new neurological pattern, because the points help you redeem stuff for free. So you can actually get those oils completely paid for if you just switch over what you are already buying in your home to buy from Young Living. They're going to give you points. You buy your essential oil. There you go. And I feel like the dad on the Greek wedding movie is like, and there you go. Number 5, people want to live life to the fullest. First of all, can we just move this to number 1? All agree that we want to move this to number 1. But the oil that I recommend for this, and the product is Gratitude Essential Oil. And again, it's a blend of essential oils. Might sound totally crazy to some of you who aren't in oils yet, but I have found it really makes sense. They have formulated essential oils. They have formulated these blends to literally mimic and help your brain fire in the neurological pattern that it needs to experience gratitude. So get that oil and use it. Number 4, learn a new skill. Now, personally, I'm going to recommend that if you're not yet into oils, you learn the new skill of just getting comfortable using oils. They are a necessity in my home, especially in the times that we are in. And I'm not someone who lives in fear or feels panicky about anything, but I have a high value on preparedness, and I have a high value on understanding my stuff. My husband and I had a conversation today. He told me what he's planning for the spring and how he's planning to learn, what crops he's planning to learn, how we're planning to learn on our little tiny 0.3 acre lot in a subdivision, how to garden. Why? Because we think it's important to understand those kinds of things. So learn a new skill, learn how to oil, learn how to use a carrier oil like olive oil and coconut oil, and learn how to use the original plant medicine. Honestly, that's what it is. It's the original plant medicine. We can't call it plant medicine today because there are laws against that, but something to look into. Okay, number 3, people want to get organized. So watch The Home Edit, first of all, because on Netflix, The Home Edit is so fantastic. I'm obsessed with it. You watch them get these people's lives in complete order. And if that doesn't inspire you, gosh, I don't know. But I like to just use this blend when I'm getting my life in order. It is lemon, lavender, and peppermint. Basic LLP is what we call it. It's fresh. I actually call it fresh in my home. And I get an empty oil bottle and I dump 1/3 lemon, 1/3 peppermint, 1/3 lavender. I shake it up a little bit and dump 10 drops. I know I'm aggressive with the amount of oils that I put in my diffuser, but I'll diffuse 10 oils of that blend, lemon, lavender, peppermint. And that's, you know, about 3 drops of each, a little bit over 3 drops of each. If you shake it up, and it just smells fresh. It smells clear. It helps your brain work really well for me personally to get me organized. All right, number 2, what most people want to do is lose weight. My favorite oils to support a weight loss journey are grapefruit oil, grapefruit vitality oil. I would take that grapefruit vitality in a little empty pill capsule that I just got off Amazon, a little veggie capsule. I pop it open. I put 5 to 10 drops of grapefruit oil in that veggie capsule. I put that veggie capsule lid back on, and I take it like I would a pill first thing in the morning and last thing at night. Here is why. It is so good at helping me not be hungry. So there you go, calorie deficit at its finest. And then peppermint oil, I like to smell to kind of keep my focus. So those are the two oils that I recommend for weight loss. And that's just from a personal experience. And then number 1 thing that people want to do with resolutions is exercise more. And again, we go back to the beginning of this video. It's all about habits, right? It's all built in our structure. It's all about staying emotionally charged to our goal. With that, I recommend Oil Raven. It's amazing for the respiratory system. Put it on your chest with a little bit of coconut oil and drink some amino-wise. It is a branched chain amino acid with no added sugar. It's just the Ningxia wolfberry and I think some like triglycerides or something like that. I don't know. We got to look at the label, but I'll tell you, it's clean and it works. It helps me work in a way that's different. When I take amino-wise, I feel more energetic. I don't get as sore. I don't get as lactic. It's one of my favorite products from Young Living, hands down. So I wanted to share those because to kind of attach a practical thing, but let me wrap it up with this and remind you of the whole big picture. When we set goals and we set New Year, we have resolutions for the new year, and we feel the freshness and the excitement of the new year. The biggest thing and the reason why let me phrase it like this. The way that we can empower ourselves is to create a new neurological pattern that is emotionally charged. And that is going to take some reframing, and that's going to take mourning the loss of what the life that we had, the way that it was, and creating a new neurological pattern. And because essential oils are so amazing with the limbic system part of the brain, the way that we can empower ourselves to do that is to find one oil and obsessively and aggressively use that oil to help our brains fire in the way that it was meant to be. Okay, so what's your oil? That's what I'm gonna leave you with tonight. What is your oil? What is it? What oil are you gonna find? Which one are you drawn to? The one that you're drawn to is the one you're supposed to use. Maybe it's abundance that you're drawn to. Maybe it's transformation. Maybe it's lavender. Maybe it's lemon. Whichever one you pick, use it every single day in some capacity. Put it in your diffuser. Put it on your body. If it's appropriate, put it in an empty pill capsule or add it to your water. If the label is, you know, vitality or whatever I'm supposed to say there, make sure that you are intentional with using that oil and connecting your new intention, changing the way that your neurons in your brain fire to create new habits with your emotionally charged resolution. Thank you guys so much for hopping on tonight. This has been so much fun. If you're in our team, go over to the group and like learn some stuff, check out the units, hang out in there. I hope that that is a really great place for you to, you know, feel excited. If you're not yet in the team, hit me up and we'll help you. If you are already in Young Living in a cross team, whatever, we're sideline team, we're cheering you on. We're doing this thing together. Young Living is a community of people that are slow clapping in the best way for each other. So thanks for being in my corner, and I'm always in yours. You guys have a fantastic night, and we will chat soon. All right, bye-bye.